Hey, triangles and crazy people of New Eden. Welcome to the clusterfuck, otherwise known as the Triglavian Times. Um, we're gonna be discussing a lot of the stuff for the Uprising patch, because if you guys didn't look at that ginormous fucking patch notes that was dropped, figure we can get into the weeds a little bit on it. I'm your host Sabbat. I got my co-host Reece with me today,
Yo.
and Gabriell Bemenacth.
Hello.
And yeah, I just figure we can go through this shit and have a little bit of fun, talk about this stuff, because Gabe's done faction warfare stuff, so.
A little bit. Trying to do it now, actually. Uh,
Go
that's
find
why
Gabe
that's
in
that,
space.
that's why Kylan's not here. I sent him to. He's just busy at work farming ref PPCs for me now. Send him to the mines.
That's funny.
Sounds about right.
He likes that stuff. Yeah,
Hmm.
Kylon's not here today. He's got a cold flu of some sort. Even though it would be fun to hear his, as he calls it, his Barry White voice. Um. So yeah, the faction warfare changes. I like it. I was rereading through some of this stuff today. At the map. Ooh, that map is so juicy.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, it is a cool idea.
I've glanced at it a couple times, and I like the way they did it. Like I do think it was a nice way. It makes it easy to know where stuff's at. Um, it makes it a lot easier to understand where the front lines at, where the activities should be centered at for people for fighting, which is always a nice touch.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's see. I am in. Where the fuck am I? Cosmic just told me to go somewhere with a ship, and then the ship blew up, and now I don't have a ship anymore. I'm waiting for a new ship. Oh, Oyo Nata, which apparently is Minmatar versus Amar, and it looks to be red and yellow. I have no idea if we're winning or losing, to be honest. I just got here.
yeah, so like the higher, like the brighter colored systems tend to be the well, not tend to be. They are the um, command observation and
Okay,
frontline systems.
yeah, where Amar? So far, it looks like we're getting our ass smacked. 41 systems Minmatar, 29 systems Amatar. No, Amar.
Well, a shit ton of people kind of flooded the Amar faction warfare side. Not the Amar, the Mimitar, because they wanted to punch Amar in the dick.
Lol,
Um,
I made a Minmatar character and went Amar because I'm a traitor. Get back in line, slaves. Get back in line.
oh man,
The way it works.
yep.
Those
Good. I have
slaves
a
won't harvest themselves, right?
I'll have a target to hunt in faction warfare space.
So someone has to prepare these Empire fools for the arrival of Zoya Triglav.
Oh
She's coming.
yeah. um. So with the new advantage, like, have you seen any of the advantage system stuff out in space yet? Like causing content yet, Gabe? Like the
The
billboards and
the advanced systems?
yeah. So like the propaganda billboards, the listening posts, the supply catches.
No idea. Let me go look. I literally followed Cosmic into something that was called a advanced level 5, which apparently also allowed bigger shit in. We went in a Trasher fleet issue and a Coercer fleet issue and a Tackle Punisher. And the
Nice.
VNI came in and destroyed everyone except the Punisher. And then the Punisher got the tick. And then the Punisher died.
Of
It's
course.
about the extent of what I've seen so far. Let me have a look at this program there.
So yeah, there's the propaganda billboards, deployable structure. I think it's 3 per system that can be up.
That's
which is
the beacons
basically
you
it's
said.
yeah, it's basically it's used for the frontline systems. They can be used in command operation systems, also some of them. But yeah, you can have I think it's three, and it basically you get an advantage in capturing the system. Then there's listening posts, which removes the advantage from the opposing faction.
Let me
Supply.
just let me just burn over to the nearest front line and see if I can see them. Because I can just turn on the stream if you want.
Yeah. There's supply catch slash depot. If you destroy it, it removes advantage from the opposing faction. Rendezvous points, and then operation center, which is like hacking exploration site to get you the codes to build propaganda billboards and listing outposts, which I think is a cool little mechanic. It's getting more into faction warfare than just go shoot some stuff and orbit a plex.
Well, it's better to get more involved and interactive than what was going on before. That's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That's a huge
from
big change.
from what I've seen so far, besides that there's no fighting on the gates, it feels a little bit portiony. It feels a little bit everybody's on top of each other. That's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, I believe it. I believe like that's where like a lot of people are at right now. They did a rebalance of the loyalty points, which I think was great. Kind of getting rid of that feedback loop of just swapping sides constantly and grinding LP, which is a good touch. So frontline systems, you get bonus 150% of loyalty points for rewards. Command systems, you get 100%, and then rear guard you get nothing. So if you just sit in the rear guard grinding nothing, you get nothing. So I think that's a nice touch. It makes it so people are concentrating in those frontline systems where combat should be taking place.
I mean, I have limited experience, like I said so far, but we went into like their busy frontline system apparently, and then sat in the plex for a while trying to cap it, and then it took maybe 5 or 10 minutes for 10+ guys to get in and start doing stuff like enemy faction guys. So it seems to work. People seem to respond to it. They didn't come for us, but that happened then.
You wanted them to come for you, but they didn't.
Well, 10 guys seems like a lot, but I don't know. This is a. Alright. Sorry, I'm also trying to just fly around and see what all these things are. Might just be easier to turn on the screen so you can see.
Well, there is the biggest news of a free week of Omega time that most people have taken advantage of.
Yep, all my alts went on.
That's why a lot of people are like taking advantage of it,
Yeah.
The PCU's like close to 30K.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, I was looking at that earlier when I was logging in really quick to do login rewards. But so okay, let's. What? Sorry, Gabe.
I said apparently it's capturing.
Yeah, apparently it's capturing. Yep, it's slowly. You can see the bar slowly going up. So yeah, I do like that they wanted more group play for faction warfare instead of standalone people bitching and moaning like, "Hey, you're stealing my LP." To kind of group together. The 5 you were talking about is because it was a 5-man, plex that you're going to. So actually, the when you start doing the stuff in groups, you get more LP compared to doing it solo. Also,
cap out over as well if you put like 6
yeah,
or
if you
7 in.
yeah, they don't want it's designed for 5 5 kind of is like the max. Everyone after 5 doesn't get shit. or it just tanks your LP. So like 5 is the sweet zone. They swap stuff around for victory points too. So when doing victory point conversion for destroying enemy ships, like blowing up Amar ships if you're a Mimitar by players. So basically, if you kill a Lashak, you get a higher victory point reward than if you killed a Tempest, for instance, because Triglavian is considered pirate faction, and it is in its own kind of pool of stuff, which is cool. I think that makes sense. Give more points for people that for people flying ships that are a little bit bigger and can punch up a little bit better than other ships and do more damage. I think that makes sense.
There's got to be rewards for different styles of play, you know?
Yeah,
It helps.
it does. It does. It's a big boon. So they made the nomenclature for the sites pretty straightforward. So like Amar medium, Navy 5 would be only Navy ships and T1. Medium would be cruisers and smaller. And the 5 is the number of people that can be in there to get points. So it's pretty straightforward. Advanced is for Tech 2 and pirate ships. And then there is open complexes where there is no stopping you from craziness. Which I think it is good. It's nice, quick, and easy nomenclature. I mean, everyone will figure it out eventually, but it is helpful. I'm probably gonna live in the novices just because fighting in frigates is fun.
Also cheaper to deal with.
Cheaper to deal with. I don't know. I just like flying in frigates. Like I might do smalls, but frigates and destroyers are like my happy place these days for ship battles.
So it looks like the Proving Grounds is a frigate thing right now too.
Ooh. So they changed the rules for upwell structures in faction warfare 2, which is a nice change, in my opinion. What they did. So frontline system players can dock and undock and tether regardless of standings, as long as they have tether dock access from ACLs. For player-owned structures, command and rear guard enemy militia, except in capsules, cannot tether, cannot dock, and then they cannot undock except in capsules, which is cool. And then friendly militia and unaligned players can dock and tether freely. So that's a good little switch up, so you don't have people just being like, well, they took this over, but I got access to this, so I can just dock and hit them from behind.
That does sound a lot better than it was.
Yeah. All right, time to get into the big thing. Gabriell, have you started looking at Navy ships yet? The new navies?
Yes, the small ones.
Yeah.
I looked at the Firetail. I looked at the Thrasher. I looked at the Hookbill. I think Kylo was really hyped about that battleship, the Amar one.
Oh yeah. There are some cool ones. I kind of went through this yesterday on my little side stories about the ships. I'm really interested for destroyer level, the Coercer.
Oh, well, there happens to be one right here.
Yeah, the Navy Coercer, and toss some newts on it and have a little bit of fun.
I think Koza had 2 newts, 5 guns, I think, and then buffer.
Yeah. The only other one I could see being a little bit of fun, that I could see like easy use for faction warfare would probably be the Thrasher. Cormorant, don't really know how it could be used easily. And the Catalyst, I mean, it could be a good brawler.
What I'm really curious about is if people are gonna like really blink shit here, because it's low sec. So, how
Yeah.
long can it take before you see those high grade pots? They're probably already here.
It was already like that in faction warfare space.
Yeah,
there
then I
was
never
there
did
was
it
a lot of
before.
there was a lot of blinging going on.
Ooh. It's just a tag.
Yeah. I know people have been pumping out those freaking dreads. The market is bare of capital components, pretty much.
Yeah, I heard that.
That's personally. That's why I'm here. I want a couple of those reps.
Yeah, I'm sure Opus is begging someone to get himself a Boros Navy issue.
Mm.
He's that Galenti fanboy, so I'm sure he's begging someone to do it.
Just need it in Poshvin in the border systems. Sinitra, Navy issue.
Oh, I want my Zoria's Navy ships to come out. There was that nice, beautiful. I was so excited to see it happen. Hack Pass.
Still a lot of Ishtar's Poshvin. Didn't really help.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well,
it doesn't take much. I fly an Ishtar, and all you have to do is have a script running, and I can target out to 120 kilometers and still use my sentry drones.
Snore.
yeah, well, if it works, it works.
True.
I mean, there's only one change they'd have to do to make it where Ishtars can no longer run in Bachman, right? It's where they upgrade all those freaking Draglavian mobs into the event style, where, event style things are absolutely aids for any drone boat.
Yeah.
They are. They hyper target them and destroy them.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a very frustrating way to deal with it, but certainly would. You can just give the webs like a load of webs though. That'd be funnier, I think.
Yeah.
Smash web. All webs on all the frigates.
All of them.
And none of this 5% shit. Just 60. Yep.
Yeah.
Standing still.
But I am happy that they did the pass over hacks. I did really like it, and it kind of like made me giggle because I have a Munin, and I was always like, I should probably fit my Munin up to have some fun toying around with it. And now it's like, now I'll have even more fun. I'll slap missiles on it.
I don't know. Going from the Munin doctrine of point and click and kill,
Yeah.
to what it is going to be is interesting. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just interesting.
Changes
I can't really speak about that, but I'm kind of tempted to test a Vagabond in Abyss.
Yeah.
It'd be fun.
Because I think it got a better tracking, better range.
There is currently tie-dye in Jeddah. There are 2,300 people in local.
Damn.
I don't understand what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, I'm happy there was a pass done. I think it needed to happen. I think it's something that is required. It's kind of going to push the game back to battle cruisers, battleships, kind of being king of the battlefield, not hey, here's 300 Munins on field, and they're all going to target the same thing, and they're all going to shoot at the same time, and alpha it off the field and move to the next one.
I mean, can't people just do that in tier 5s. No? Or maybe
Yeah.
max or something. I mean, it's just, I mean, I doubt the phenomenon is going to go away, right?
No,
Still
it's
going to
not
be
going to go away,
bombs
but it.
that are going to alpha. It's just not going to be a hex.
Mm-hmm. It's not going to be in hacks. It's not going to be in because hacks are mobile, a lot more mobile compared to bigger ships.
Also,
So
also means it's probably going to matter a little, if people, less, unless you get critical mass enough to alpha, like sometimes amulet battleships, right? Like
yep.
my TFI with high grades, it's a beefy boy. You're not just going to alpha that. You need a lot of ships.
Yeah. I think we ran through some of this stuff for changes for other Navy ships. Kind of fixing them up, tossing them in, which is good. Adding some changes to those ships so that they're not kind of left unused. I do have to look at my executor Navy issue and figure out how I'm going to kind of swap some things around. But it doesn't look like I should have to change much.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think just go buffer. That's how I tend to start with these new things. Right? You just grab something, buffer the shit out of it, and then you get a feel for what's kind of flying around. You make a cheap fit, and whelp a couple, and then eventually you go, maybe I can get away with this and that active, cool fit. And you bling it up a little,
Yeah.
just play around. It's
Well,
just
that
a matter of like buying 25 and losing 25.
Yeah, the exec Navy issue though. I mean that 75% reduction if you're level 5 in Galente cruisers to armor plate mass penalties. That's nice. Should I think mine is brick tanked in hull.
Was that auger?
Executor.
Executor. Oh, I'm getting shot.
You shouldn't get shot, that's how you die.
I mean, invincible Punisher with 2 guns, because, this guy was born yesterday, literally. I might still need advanced weapon skills to 5.
What else? We kind of, we covered a lot of this additional stuff. Now, this is the fun stuff. I don't know if you've started doing this yet, Reece, but turning in ships for points for Paragon.
I have no idea about that. I've
It's
only been in Pakfin and Jeddah, and normally I'm just jumping.
I do, and I have a bit of advice if you has alts. It looked like if you are in fleet with alts and you turn in on one, you turn it on for all of them. Like I didn't know why I got more points, and I'm pretty sure that it happened because my main and my alt were in the same fleet, and I turned them both in at around the same time while in fleet, and they both got a tick. So try that out.
Interesting.
Because you get like this 24-hour timer before.
Yeah.
It's really simple. I think it's dumb because it's the most boring fetch quest I've ever seen. Like the laziest fetch quest I've ever seen. You have a structure in Jeddah. It says, go get this ship and bring it to me. And you undock the 4-4, you buy the ship, you bring it over, and you turn it in, and it's like, hooray! Get an emblem. I mean, I get that you make it easy, but I mean, might as well not have us put any effort in at all, because this is just a time sink, and I hate those. There's no purpose.
I mean, it should just be, how long have you been with your alliance? Have you been with them more than a little bit? Here you go.
I mean, tie it into emblems, maybe. Maybe that would be cool. Not sorry, I said emblems, but like don't you have like award things that you can give like court members and shit? Wouldn't that be cool? Something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people would just give everybody one award, so that would be pointless.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I don't mind it as a stupid fetch quest, but if you're making it a fetch quest and you want to be really lazy about it, like literally you shouldn't have to leave. Like if you're doing it out of Jeddah, you should literally just do it at the trade hub. I don't like the undock, warp, dock, repackage, turn in, warp back in your pod. It is kind of couple minute time sink because you fly there to get your mission, you fly back to grab the ship, you fly back to drop it off, you fly back.
Yeah,
So there's
and once every 24 hours. So it's like, oh,
yeah,
you missed a day. Oh, you missed a day. Not efficient.
yeah, I've missed a couple days. I don't really care. I don't really care because what it's only T1 frigates, Navy exploration frigs, T1 destroyers, Navy destroyers, T1 dreads, T1 haulers, T1 freighters, T1 battle cruisers, Navy battle cruisers, corvettes, and shuttles.
It just seems
Cool.
so silly. It's like, why? Why? Hey, this
Yeah.
is the thing you've
Because
been
progress
asking
is
for
progress.
forever, but we're gonna make you do something really dumb to get it.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been cool if it would have been tied to something a little bit more interactive. But that's, I mean, I don't know how hard that is to make in Eve because spaghetti and stuff. And I don't know. I mean, I'm just glad the emblems they're cool. Just bring me more emblems for different ships. Fuck the rest. Like, if it's easy, all right, not the priority, I guess. It's really
Well,
boring. I would much rather see like all the ships have those emblems
wow.
than have that quest be elaborated on. Huh?
Mm.
Because like you said, I
Mm,
need it on my Panther and on my Vargar and on my Icky and my Vetmac and my Kiki and my Juggler, and the list doesn't stop. It's an endless list of ships I need it on.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I'm like, I've seen people buying them already, and I'm like, I'm just saving them up so I can buy them for all the trig ships first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get it for the faction warfare guy. But besides that, because that I think the what is it, the Magnate and the what is the Firetail and the Thrasher probably have the emblem. I just don't
Yeah.
have them unlocked yet.
Yeah, I just am gonna be in saving mode. I only really want to buy them for the ships I want. I've seen people being like, "Look, I got it on my shuttle." I'm like, "Cool, your shuttle now has an emblem on it."
Yeah. But aren't these the things that change when you get kill mark? Or
What?
is that
Oh
something
no,
else?
no, it's they haven't implemented that yet.
Rip, I thought that was this. I am so disappointed.
No, it's just the emblems on your ship. It's not the cool growing stuff yet.
Alright, alright. And that would be my corp emblem then, yeah?
Yeah, or your corp or your alliance. It's either or.
Alright.
So that's all that's how I get. I'm assuming it'll probably come out in the same thing, same points
Can,
wise. That's the other reason why I'm saving it.
can we even talk about the fact that this, like, this thing needs to be improved as much as the corporation, like, symbols have been that way for how many years now?
I mean,
Uh,
that's what I was like when you said that. I was looking at my corp symbol and going, oh, that's not as cool as it could be. It's just a circle with some pointy things on it.
Yeah, but how long has it been since that's been there?
uh,
Forever.
yeah, and never added to.
What if they actually set up, well, if they need money, right? Let's say they need money. Why don't they put in a system where you can pay a little plex and get a custom corp symbol put in?
That would be awesome.
They could still make money.
I would be on that like a fat kid on a cookie. Cause I would put because I have the Triglavian Times Corp, so
Yeah, and I
I
think it
totally
would be a good thing for the game.
I totally
I
would
don't
do
see
it.
anything. I don't see anything that would be wrong about this.
Could you? Too bad Opus didn't make it today, even though he wanted to. And we could be like, yeah, your Eve Onion Corporation. You probably like I'd probably lose my leader to Eve Onion just so you could be flying around and in ships with the Eve Onion logo on it. um. So they made some changes to PVE and science and industry. Titans and supercarriers now randomly appear in havens, sanctums, drone patrols, and horde anomalies, which is a nice touch. That's good for the nullsuckers. And they reduced the Navy ship blueprint copy loyalty point cost by 60%.
Hmm.
So Navy frigate blueprints are 4,000 LP. The new destroyers are 12,000 LP. Cruisers are 18. Navy battle cruisers are 40. Navy battleships are 100, and the new dreadnoughts are 1,000,000. Um, so they reduced everything down, which is good. So like now, if you want a Navy battlecruiser, instead of 100,000 LP, it's only 40, that's a nice touch. And at the same time, remove the Neuralink conduits from the building requirements for Navy battleship blueprint copies, which is a nice touch. One less bullshit extra thing we need to build stuff for the indie folks.
Oh, it seemed like a lot of work to me. Industry.
Do see that. Go ahead.
No, I was about to say I have 2 last blueprints that I actually really want to build. I might build some other stuff just because I have a massive stockpile of minerals, but I just have my worm blueprint I got killing rats in my mining ships. Whenever they'd warp in to build, and my second boo book, and I'm pretty much done on the indie shit.
I think I need to figure out a way to get. I think probably just have to buy cheaper minerals or something, because I keep checking, because I got a boatload of BPCs from like crabbing and shit, like phantasms and stuff. But I always look at the building and I go, this doesn't seem like worth my effort at all. Right? It's like fuck 5 mil or something. Like why? I'll just sell the BPCs. It's easier, right? You have to wait for something to build and stuff, because then you have to get into the thingies and this, and you get it there, and you have 500 more bits, and I just lose track.
Yeah, it's a little bit complicated.
I do not have a brain for that at all.
I don't mind building it too much. I just like the Tech 1 stuff. I like to keep it cheap and simple, so like I can just make Tech 1 ammo. And I think that's, if I do any production, it's just going to be making ammo for faction warfare.
Just this simple fact. How often do you think I forget parts from one single fit ship when I go to Jeddah specifically to get that part? If you guessed yes, you were correct, because it happens all the fucking time. And I go home, it's like, all right, I forgot this damn thing. If I had to take care of an indie chain, holy shit.
I can tell you the answer, man. It's simple. All you have to do is actually have a spreadsheet, and then you would keep track of everything. That's what this game is, right?
Oh, it's too much. Spreadsheets.
You are playing spreadsheets the game.
No.
I like Pew Pews the game.
Salt Harvest. Oh, a Rupture on scan. Griffin on scan. Here we go.
Nope, you're dead. So
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe some screen snipers watching the stream, wanting to kill Gabe.
Oh, I got monies. Oh no, LP. We did a, what's this? A Minotaur medium outpost, and I got 15,000 loyalty points.
Nice. There is one skill I don't really care about. The other skill I probably should start burning into a little bit. So they added advanced contracting. For every level, you get 4 more contracts per level.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, elite infomorph physiology or psychology. There you go. My brain did not read that right with the glare. That's an additional jump clone per level.
Yeah, that's great. That's so good.
Except they should have just called it, advanced infomorph psychology, since they already have advanced infomorph psychology.
I agree. That's definitely a cop out.
I really think it would have been funnier if they did that than changing it to elite. I don't know. That's me. I think that would be a funny little lull that EVE players would joke about. But yeah,
the problem is like, what's the limit? Is it this one or is it another one? Because they're gonna add in another one, so it's gonna be hyper elite or something.
You can already hear the voice conversations, right? This new bro joins Corp, and he's like confused why he can't buy another pod, and he goes on voice like, guys, I can't get another pod. Did you train advanced infomorph? Yeah, I did. But did you train advanced infomorph? It's priceless moment. We could have had that for all eternity, and C-Speed took that away from us.
Yeah. It sucks. I don't think they'll probably go past this one because what this will bump you up to 15 jump clones.
Well,
I think
15
that's
isn't enough.
no, it's
High
more than
grade-
enough. Well,
High grade Nirvanas, here I come.
yeah.
I mean, can you think about all the different kind of things you need clones for?
Well, I mean, I got my high grade Mimesis pod. I have my high grade Snake pod. I have my training pod, and those are the only things I really care about. I might get some high grade ass claps.
I need mid grades as well to use in Porsche, like your default pod, right?
Oh, I use blank pods in Pakvin.
Oh my god, missed opportunity.
Yeah. No, it's just my luck. When I do die, normally I'm not targeted first, but when I do die, my pod normally goes with it. So
True, but then you die less statistically, or at least you should. Which I know that's presumptuous of me, but statistically you should die less.
I mean, if you're in low sec, you should be running implants all the time, right?
Oh fuck yeah, I'm definitely going full on ham grade retard 5 bill frigates in this shit. It's gonna be great.
the
I mean,
the pod's
pods.
5 bill, the ship's like 2 mil.
Full abyssals, baby. Everything.
Note to self: if you guys ever see Gabriell Bemenacth in faction warfare, just shoot him.
That depends how many friends you have.
I'm sure a lot of you guys know the security status changes.
What with the abyssals?
No, for docking and stuff. So if you're negative 5.0 or lower security status, you are not permitted to dock anymore
In a ship.
in a ship.
You can still dock in a pod, which I don't think that was a good. I mean, if you're gonna say you're a criminal, you're still a criminal in a pod, dude. What the hell?
Hang on. My pirate alt can't dock anymore in what, high sec or low
Yep,
sec
high
or
sec.
anywhere?
High sec.
0.5 and above.
I'll never go there anyway.
Alpha clones
And it
can't go
has-
red.
Yeah, they can only go yellow,
Yeah.
which I don't
And
know how I feel about that.
yeah. And then there's the abyssal dead space changes for what tier you're doing where you don't get suspect timer flags.
Far too lenient.
Yeah, I agree too. I think it should be like you need to be in 0.5 space period to do abyssals or
Tier
lower.
6 Tier 6 portion only, I say.
Ooh, yeah, ooh.
Yeah, man. And no more filament cost. They have them be another enum. They just spawn.
Yeah,
Have
no,
fun.
just have them be like 1 ISK if you buy them in Pakvin.
Oh, that'd be fun. Yeah, you just maybe trade them in for Navlogs. I'll go run 5 gazillion abyssal that size before we run out of filament.
Yeah. Just watch it, and then every time you're getting out of the abyssal, it's just like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. No one please be here. No one please be here. I don't want to die.
I mean, you
Oh.
should have that worry because nothing should be safe.
Yeah, but that would be pretty cool. That's what I thought they were gonna do with Potion when it launched, or well, thought, I should say hoped, that all the enums would just be abyssal dead space portals, and you just fly there with the ship you
Yeah.
want, and you go boop, and just
That'd
run
be
it.
interesting.
Yeah.
And you have a certain amount of time before you get burned up.
I mean, maybe more time. Maybe that's the perk. I mean, there can be perks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe the tricks are blue to you inside the abyssal dead space when Zoria prays. Yes.
Zori be praised.
Some of the abyssal rooms you could just move along, nothing to see here. Don't need to clear, just grab the loot. Thank you.
Grab
Faithful
loot.
servant of the triangle.
Have you guys docked much in the new upload? Well, the new upload docks.
Yes.
I have not
It's
yet.
finicky.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
It's finicky, but I like it. It's finicky, but I like it. I would have liked more animation if that might sound weird because it's taking too long and it's costing a little bit too much frame rate. At least for me on 4 clients, it's costing too much frame rate.
Well,
But
that's the 4
uh,
client problem.
yeah,
Dude,
I just see the ship lift off, and I get the impression that right before it's supposed to be cool and it zooms off, like in Star Wars, it stops. It's like we only have the boring bit where it goes up like a little, and you're like, all right, is that it?
dude, I have a friend in the last time in there. They have a 4090 and it was chugging. It was chugging with this new patch. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, it's weird.
4090.
I mean, it's
It was
easily solved.
it was
Easily,
multiple clients though.
right, just undock. Yeah, problem solved.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm
Just don't sit in stations.
yeah. I'm of the I don't really have an interest in the multiple accounts until I get Eve partners, so I can pay for Reece to play, and then I can justify another account, and then I'll just have my Dread alt, which I will only hop into when I actually need it.
Oh, did you see that the Navy Phoenix died?
Ooh, no, I didn't.
Snuffed out, got it.
Of course,
Not
not surprised.
surprised.
Yeah,
It was
that is
Lizbek.
that is not surprising at all.
I mean, if it was White Sky or Snuffed Out, either one, I would be like, yep, you went out with one of those navies. What did you expect, bud?
Yeah.
Somebody's going to call Snuffed because Snuffed is going to pay for that kill mail.
Yeah. Someone will be like, "Yeah, first kill. Here's a billion ISK just so we can get the first kill mail on it."
Yeah. Why
I could
wouldn't they?
totally see them doing that.
Well,
Um,
it's paying for content, and that's
mhm.
normal.
So there's been huge graphics updates. I won't get into the whole fidelity FX super resolution blah 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 blah. You guys, if you have a
Yes.
good GPU, you've noticed it. If you don't, well, you don't really care.
I like the new gun sounds, to be honest.
Yep.
They're pretty dope.
Um, I
Wait,
the
Eve has sound?
Yeah.
say that
I
every
mean,
time.
I mean, this might be might turn that around, bro. I mean, if you just train, you know how much time I fucking waste in fights trying to look at ships, trying to figure out what kind of guns they have in darky dark space with darky dark skins in the dark side of the moon. It's just and now you can just listen.
Yep.
It
We'll get into
it
that.
has its perks.
Yeah, we will get into that in a minute here. So the Phoenix got a new visual update. All Tech 2 variations of destroyers have gotten a visual update, and Amar Navy has new pattern, um, which is cool. I could really care less about that, but but I do like that the destroyers got a little touch. The Phoenix I could care less about, and the Amar I could care less about, but whatever. So yes, they updated the sounds. So for most turret weapons, they have a sound outburst now. So beam, pulse, blaster, railgun, artillery, autocannon all have individual sounds.
And I'm not saying necessarily that I like the sound of all the sounds, but I do like that the sounds are differentiable. That you know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
have to say, my like the large autocannons, it sounds like a pea shooter. I think it should sound a little bit more percussive, but I'm nitpicking, right?
And then there's me. It's like, there should be none of these sounds. It's space.
Breaking my immersion, bro. My immersion.
My emotion.
And then there's me. I only really care about the sound, like the actual music that plays in Eve, because that soundtrack is ballin'.
Oh my god, so many hours.
Oh my god, yeah,
The tech, the techno track when you enter a DD.
yeah, yep.
So, so good.
Like that stuff. Like I can listen to that shit all day. I have listened to that stuff all day long. Like I have literally played like the Eve soundtracks while at work and being like, "This is ballin'."
And you just zone out to
Oh,
it, you know?
I do undock. I was undocked yesterday.
Lies.
I was running around in my Ishtar in
I
high sec.
I actually, oh, high sec. What is this heresy?
because I don't have my mining fleet anymore. I was tired from a long week of work, and I just wanted to do something brain dead and try and make.
You know what's the really sad thing? Is, believe it or not, the meta now is to have that high sec moon because the ore prices have gone crazy because goons are going crazy with the crab beacons, and they
I
haven't been able to get enough materials to make enough crab beacons.
I still have a month or a month and a half worth of my mining, which is like I think just pyrite. I have over.
You should sell it.
I have something like around like I don't even want to try and think how much I have in my in Jitta sitting there right now. But yeah, I have a fuck
You
ton of
should
it just
sell it.
lying around.
If I remember
Well,
right,
it's
the market spiked.
but between my old moon mining operations and all my blueprints I made, I probably have about like 15, 16 billion ISK of shit just lying around.
Then do it. And then buy a Marshall and go do something dumb.
I have them. I don't need to buy one.
Buy
I
another.
have one.
Buy an Imperial or whatever the fuck, Navy Phoenix.
Yeah.
Buy a Navy Phoenix. No, a Navy Rev. That's what I'd have. Holy hell. Navy Rev, sign me up.
I do like what Cameron was saying on our Discord. The making basically what the carries out of a Moro, like a Moros that's like a carries. Just total dirty gameplay. That'll be fun.
I just think that like the Rev is one of the best dreads that's out there.
Yeah, it's pretty far up there. Yeah, I do agree. Navy Moros does look sweet. My issue is when I do make a dread alt, it's going to be for my two beautiful, beautiful babies Anitras.
Mm.
They did NPE stuff. Most of us don't really care. It's more NPE.
I mean, it's great and all,
stuff.
but it's all great and all, but not my problem.
Yeah. Here's a cool one for Reece. A minor 1 instead of civilian minor will now be given when accepting the third industrialist mission. There you go, Reece. You can start a new character and get a minor 1.
Shut up.
Um,
Minor 1s do not have waste, so there is that.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah, it's just some random little changes here and there to shit that gets handed out. No one really gives a shit. Ooh, I didn't notice this. If miscellaneous little changes. If you are in a ship when initiating a clone jump, you will now automatically disembark and wait out the timer and then jump clone. That's nice.
I mean, that makes sense.
It's kind of tired of being like, leave ship. Okay, I gotta wait for the session change. Okay, now I can jump clone and then wait for the session change. Now I can hop back in my ship.
Yeah.
So that is a nice little touch right there.
Could be better, could be worse.
We got the glorious whatchamacallit, alliance fittings added. What up, Kuruma?
Hey, sorry I missed the thing Saturday night. I was not feeling super well.
It's all good. So yes, now we have 6,000 fittings for alliance fittings. I think that's a nice touch. I cannot complain about that.
It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing, that's for sure.
I think it makes running alliances and making sure everyone's got the right fit a lot easier than like
but it's
passing
all
it from
being
corp
done
to corp.
by auth anyways.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's already been done by auth. That's why it wasn't really up on the list to do, you know?
Yeah. But it is a nice touch. It makes it a lot easier.
I feel you.
Personal is up to 500. So now I don't have to like randomly delete shit, even though they're all fits.
Yeah.
Even though probably about 60% of my fits are from 2016 or earlier, so they don't even work anymore.
I mean, it
Go ahead.
it seems to be one of those changes that no one can argue with.
No.
It's just like, yeah, like okay, that's good. I mean, I don't know any alliance that's going to use 6,000 fitting slots, but I mean, I guess just might as well.
Yeah, it's a good touch. It just makes it easier for an alliance wide, kind of having one central database instead of like, the one of the corps in the alliance that might be like, we're using this, and then it has to be disseminated out, and maybe one corp misses tossing into their corp fittings. It is nice and easy that way now, which is good. Corp fittings jumped up to 600 too, from 300, which is good. I mean, I like having more. I don't get why it ever was an issue to add more saved fittings.
The way it goes.
Yep. Strip fitting now pulls drones out, which is nice. That is another just standard of living, easy thing to do.
I mean, these are a lot of easy wins because that should have been done like ages ago and nobody can argue it, which is great to see. It's just, how long did it take?
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it when we get them. I mean, some of the standard of living ones, yeah, it's whatever.
QOL, quality of life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the term, man.
Yep.
Standard of living. What is this? A society?
You can now repackage multiple ships at once, even if they have rigs fitted, which is nice.
That lags out, by the way.
Oh,
that
also,
like seriously lags out.
It probably goes
Because I had
crazy
a
trying
friend
to
of mine
delete
do
it.
it with 150, and it did not go well.
I mean, if you do it with 150 of anything, if you do anything with 150, I mean, that's gonna lag.
Yeah, I've ran into that problem with doing Domovic swarm fittings where it's like struggling when I'm doing like 20, 30 of them. Ooh. Multi-fitting doctrines and tie-dye? Yeah, no thanks. I'd blow my brains out.
Think about it. You fit 1,000 ships for M-TAC 2. It's like M2. It's like, come on. I'll be back in an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why they said, hey, get your shit figured out beforehand, because nobody wants to try to buy a ship and fit it in the middle of tie-dye.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. I'm still surprised that Jeddah has like over 2K people and had tie-dye when I was in it a little bit ago.
Yeah.
That's nuts. All those free accounts, man. Taking advantage of that free week of Plex.
Yeah. The UI got probe scanner window will now indicate when a new anomaly or cosmic signature spawns, which is, thank fucking Christ.
That's nice.
Wait,
have they done it where it saves your scans when you get disconnected? Because that needs to happen.
I think if you scan it down once, I mean, just save it in the catch files. Like, what the fuck? Like, until it disappears. It should just be stayed in your catch files.
It should, because let's be honest, it's really dumb, the idea of, oh yeah, you got disconnected, you have to scan everything.
What do you mean? You left the system. You have to rescan it now.
It's like, ugh. And then you wouldn't have to have all these bookmarks,
Yep. Oh, dang. I didn't notice this. I'm going to have to look. Jump Clones tab in your character spreadsheet now shows the estimated value of your implants for each clone.
It doesn't seem like a necessary thing.
No, but it is funny for me when I dock up and I look and I just see a high grade snake pod and a high grade mimesis pod and go oof.
Imagine being able to afford high grade implants.
Huh.
Hey man.
You need the meme implants. You know that, right?
And that's not even
Yeah.
enough. You need to be able to replace high-grade implants when you lose them.
I was gonna say this. They where was it? Players can now activate and apply ship skins with fewer clicks and remotely. Whatever.
Also,
The
skin.
skin.
They've got a lot of stuff going on with skins.
Yeah.
I still
Mobile.
think they should rotate more skins through the store.
Yeah. Mobile depots, tractor units, warp disruptors can now be saved in the cargo of ship fits, which is good for those people that have their hauling ships that they purposely have made to drop bubbles and shit. I'll take it. It's another really this should have happened years and years ago.
Softball wins.
Yeah.
The
Can
question is, where are the hardball wins we need? We need hardball wins, not the softies.
People are playing Eve right now. The Navy ships.
And that a lot of people are playing just because they got a free week.
Wins. I somehow squeak out Eve partner before the end of the year, and Reece starts playing the game.
Oh God.
I mean, that's a big win.
Restart playing the game. Restart playing the game.
Isn't that the biggest one of all? Restarts playing the game.
I was actually doing something while you were doing nothing.
He's gonna have to join in. Probably have to join a new corp instead.
You never know. There's all these things going on my side of things here that I can't
hear
talk about.
I hear things about things you can't talk about, and I hate it when you do that. It's really frustrating.
I know. I can't tell you. OPSEC, it's a thing.
Factually incorrect. You could.
You could scream it out loud right now.
Kicked right out of my alliance.
I'm
and
sure
then get blacklisted by a ton.
I'm sure everyone would be excited to hear it.
Scotty will understand. He's forgiving. He's a generous god.
You're funny.
I know.
I mean, you wouldn't be happy about it if it was you.
Last time you told me that it was a happy surprise, and now you're saying me it's not a happy surprise. Am I going to be happy with the surprise?
It's a happy surprise for you, maybe.
I think
that's all I can tell you.
I think Magnus got it right. Let's get Reece kicked so we can recruit the homeless.
Oh, that's mean.
I mean, if you get kicked, I hear IQ 300's recruiting.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Come join NC. Be a null bear.
I was a null bear. I used to live in frat space. I don't want to do it again. It was not fun being a puppet.
Yes, but here you don't have to be a puppet. You can be, well, I wouldn't say NC or pets, but like
slave.
Are you from the NC Porsche KuramaX?
No.
Am I from the what?
The Posh group.
The NC dot. The Porsche.
No. I've hopped on his show, Warp Out Wednesdays a couple times.
Yeah. Podfin is scary. I don't go.
What are you afraid of, man? It's like home, man.
You guys.
Yeah.
I won't kill you much.
I'm not even there. Jesus.
Listen, triangles are scary. All right, the fucking star is angry. I mean, just look at it. It's red. It's a pissed off star, which I don't know why it has to be so pissed, but it's a pissed off star. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go into a system where.
Are you afraid of wormholes too? Wormholes.
Yeah. Have you? Listen. All right. Wormholers, like, they're scary. All right. You don't fuck with wormholers. Like, I don't even care. Like, you can be like a shitty wormholer, All right, I'm still afraid of you because every time I fucked with wormholers, it has not gone well. I'm sorry, but wormholes are like the ocean, all right, and not just like the beaches and stuff. It's like deep, dark ocean where like you're just a small diver, you're chilling, and then all of a sudden there's this big, giant, fucking Titanic fish. Or you get sucked into a fucking grate in the middle of the ocean, and the next thing you know, oh, there's a turbine, and now you're dead.
I mean, you can have a lot of fun in wormholes. You just gotta know what you're doing, you know?
It's the
D-scan
nullsec.
is your friend.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I was
I
gonna
could
say
be I could be a brain surgeon. I just need to know what I'm doing.
it's the nullsec not having their alerts that fleets are
Local.
coming
Mhm.
through. Yes, it's
Yeah,
the lack of
it's the
local that
local.
scares people. Whereas I have
Same.
local, and I get scared when I see local.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's like,
like
holy
local.
shit, there's so many people here.
It's like,
Eh.
what's going on here? Why are there all these people?
Oh, I see red marks. Oh, it's safety because I put them to red.
It's when 30 safety people come through and you're in an orca, that's when you should be worried.
It's when all my shit docks up.
See, like, so unironically though, I did used to like have an alt, and I was like, oh hey, I want to put this into Strybog, but then it took like however many weeks. I'm just like, I'm not gonna try anymore.
I used to be HR, can't talk about how it is now, but I understand the delay.
He's now
I'm
an
now nobody.
OPSEC Secret Spy Master Supreme is what he is now.
Yes, I'm totally spying on everybody at once.
I mean,
I'm
it's not. I was about to say it's not as bad as Goons taking a month for me to only realize that I'm blacklisted from shit I did a year ago or 4 or 5 years ago.
What did you do?
Oh, I put a spy into Karma Fleet.
Oh, whatever.
I mean, it's just Karma Fleet, right?
Yeah, but then my VPN broke, and then they realized that oh shit, this guy. I don't know. Maybe they got the impression that I'm like some super tech wizard, and like I was gonna hack their shit, and so they're like, we need to like perma blacklist them. When really, I'm just a fucking idiot. Like, I'm sorry, I do shit on a whim. If I'm bored one day, I'll go and do something, but like I'll try really hard to do the thing because I literally have nothing better to do. Like, oh, I want to figure out how to like, swap my MAC addresses and learn about like networking. All right, I'll do that literally because some dude not on Reddit, but on Omegle was like, oh, hey, I'm going to steal your IP. And so I was like, oh yeah, you can't steal my IP. Not if I change my MAC address and literally all of my settings on my router.
Like, please come find me in Colombia. We'll have a great time when you show up at the airport. I know the people that work at the airport.
When that happens, I'm expecting a phone call from Reece, and I will be on the next flight down to Colombia just to see the clusterfuck happen.
See, here's the thing. I feel like that happens, right? And the person meets you, and you're just like there with like a big sombrero and alcohol, and be like, hey, you want to go party? And you go and you show that guy a really fun time, and the dude's just like, wow, I feel like a dickhead for my actions. You know what? I'm going to turn over a new leaf and be a good person. And now you've made a lifelong friend.
See, you messed with the triangle. What did you expect to happen?
Okay, Reece would probably like cordially greet you, be like, here's a Coke with real Coke in it. And then there's the flip side. You come to my door, and I'm probably already sitting there, like, probably like cleaning one of my shotguns or something, being like, "Do it, I dare you."
See, like I don't know. Maybe I'm just like not as scary as triangles. But like if someone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna meet you and I'm gonna beat you up," I'm gonna be like, "Fine, I'm gonna meet you at the airport, but I'm not gonna like be ready to hurt you. I'm gonna be like, hey, listen, you want to grab a beer?" Because I mean, you're not gonna like unless you really are like a terrible person.
Yeah.
In which case, like nothing I do is gonna matter. You come up expecting to bully someone IRL, and they show up with a beer and hugs and like basically alcohol, and be like, "Hey, let's go party."
It's so disarming.
Yeah, like you don't expect that.
It's like, wait, I said I was going to beat you. Oh, wait, I like that beer.
I'd like that drug you're giving me. It's my favorite.
Well, there's all kinds of things you don't want to know about down here,
Yeah.
but the
I am of the American mindset of kill them with kindness and then make them dependent on you.
Mm.
that's
You
more insidious.
Exactly. But here's the thing, it works because here's the thing, if you're killing someone with kindness and you're being like, we'll help you, we'll do all this stuff, you just need to have this form of government, do this kind of stuff, be a democracy and do everything. It's just like, huh.
No. It's very simple. It's you need to give us all your natural resources.
That
It'll be
too.
fine.
No, you don't need to give it to them. You need to sell it to our corporations.
At a reduced price. Yeah.
You're not a puppet. Here's the thing: you're not a puppet state
So
if you basically just become part of the United States. Like at that point, you're not even quote unquote a puppet state. You're just part of us.
but here's the question. When do we puppet the empires as the Triglavian?
As a Triglavian puppeting the empires? I mean, we kind of already
Yeah.
did that with Kaldari.
Yeah,
Nice.
Kaldari's pretty weak dick, you know?
I mean, we stole all their systems. And just like yoink,
Well,
yoink, yoink. Your military
you know-
sucks, yoink.
You know, all that was happening was the high-sec Care Bears freaking out. That's all that happened.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't think like Triglavians as NPCs are that scary. It's the people that live there that's scary.
Have you ever flown past a Steve?
I don't know what a Steve is.
It's the Triglavian disintegrator gun.
Can I shoot it with my Titan?
Go for it, please.
Yeah,
Oh.
that'd be fun.
Yes, please make sure to share your kill mail after you kill it.
Do you have a Titan in portion? Asking for a friend.
Oh no, I wasn't that smart to put it in.
Wasn't like big brain moves of Drake Iden with Frat with Turner.
I was about to say you give me way too much credit. I'm not that. I don't think you understand. I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
That's what smart people say. They want you to believe that they're not smart. I wouldn't believe them.
No, but I mean, listen.
It's okay.
You think I'm smart and you're gonna give me the benefit of the doubt? You know what? I appreciate that because that's just gonna make my job way easier. Like if
Yeah,
you think I'm smart, then I'm not that stupid. And I'm actually really stupid. I'm gonna do the thing that you said that there's no way I'm gonna do because you're gonna like war game it out and make me be like super smart, and then I'm gonna do the thing that you didn't plan for because you're like, no one's that stupid when really I actually am.
I mean, you know, I think you should go join up with the Wormhole Corp for a bit, or the Wormhole section of your corps, and you know, see how it is.
I don't think I don't think I have that or anyone I know has that.
It'll be good for you.
That requires intelligence.
No, it's more not necessarily intelligence. It's a totally different style of gameplay,
Which is scary.
And
Which
you,
is
scary.
you- remember you said who has money for that? Wormholers do.
Yeah.
Because wormholers make money hand over fist.
I mean, portioners can't really complain now. I see you
Mm.
guys cramming in Kino. You get your fair share.
Yeah, I was about to say, Podgman, hello?
I mean,
Yeah,
can't
But you're
complain
afraid of
about that.
Podgman too.
Yeah. I'm
It's
afraid
not bad.
because I don't have a massive super capital umbrella that's protecting me. Listen,
Well,
if there is not a massive super capital umbrella of 200 titans ready to come in and save me, then I don't feel safe.
Well, I remember there was one time there was this guy in France space that got his Rourke tackled, right? And he somehow had like screwed up and bubbled himself in the panic of getting tackled and got his Sino ship blown up. I don't know exactly what happened, but it was really silly. But eventually it got to the point of where someone in the fleet just said, "Die quietly."
Yeah, that's something that we do in Cybernauts all the time. Die in silence. We don't want to hear it.
Apparently, someone's pinging me because apparently the idea of I'm busy right now apparently does not work for them.
Yeah.
So it was fun hopping on. I'll probably be on here next week because I ain't got nothing to do next week. So yeah.
Oh, it's good to have more people visiting and giving different points of view.
Yep.
I wish
Later,
I had
man.
nothing to do next week.
That was a fun little side rant. I'm quite sure we can start getting into wrap down mode. I am quite sure I have 0 Z kills because I've had a bitch of a week.
Huh. I've had more Z
Oh.
kills than you.
Yeah. Well, I
How
literally
is that
haven't.
possible?
I literally haven't played too hard since like before October, before Halloween. I've been kind of distracted with
You need to go out there,
Dude,
man. Just whoop a ship.
dude's moving to a new position in the company, so I've like Friday I spent my day working on how long all the stuff's going to take, what stuff do I need help from other people to get done. So I've been very kind of, well, fuck me mode with work. So
Go to Pockfin with your marshal and go have fun.
And then there is another little side thing before we get into it too much for who's gotten kills. Reece, I know, even though you are playing, you still probably killed like another 20 Titans by yourself, solo.
Yeah, well,
4 more horde structures down in Otella.
How many are left?
I think it's 5.
Ooh, looks like Gabe's about to get some fun here.
Yeah.
Get him! Tackle him! Tackle him! Tackle him! Tackle him!
Kill him.
Tackle him!
Apparently I had more time than I thought because I went to do it and I was just like, all right, what's up? And they're just like, oh, yeah, you've got time. And it's just like, God damn it.
Get
God
that
damn it, Bobby.
Punisher.
I mean,
Get
nobody
him.
told me to stop killing it yet. I don't know. He's not shooting back though.
I mean,
Murder.
NPSI, right?
Cosmic? Am I supposed to kill this guy?
Whatever.
Oh, now he's shooting. Now he's shooting. Now he's shooting at me.
You've already gotten his shields down, so there's that. And he's got you tackled. Hopefully Cosmic's shooting at him.
Come to think about it, I'm pretty sure like going in and doing Triglavian content would probably be way more like interesting than the content that I usually stream. Of just like, hey, what's up? Today we're mining here. Today we're running missions because I can't do shit in nullsec because nothing's happening, and the only thing I've got in nullsec is a super.
Come mine in Pockfin. Have a good time. Just bring a prospect and do
be
dumb
ready
things.
to cloak all the time.
Yeah.
Or do what I'd like to do, which is being a
Cosmic
prospect.
literally doing nothing?
Yeah. I don't know.
Cosmic's just going to let you die. Up, he's moving.
Actually, I'm pretty sure my character that can fly a prospect is actually like plus with the trigs.
Yeah. Well, that's a good move. But yeah, no,
You lost your scram. He's gonna get away.
Yep.
Yeah, he left. Ripperino.
It's cosmic booty commander should have been paying attention.
Cosmic Booty Commander.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cosmic Booty is the best guy. He does some amazing content generation. Like going into wormholes with him is quite entertaining.
Always leads to antics.
Yeah. I like going in there and just like harvesting stupid amounts of ore with him, or going into a shattered. And I'm really annoyed at the frig hole changes because the frig hole shattered are like some of the best holes there are.
Oh yeah. They are pretty fun.
Because the frig holes can take a porpoise in,
Mm-hmm.
which is silly.
As on the flip side, I'm happy of the change because I've been fucked by those holes before.
Well, it's just a frig hole, man. That's your problem.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I do love God the bullshit of horde while those forest structures were going down was pretty meme worthy. Like one of them was like talk shit get hit, and it's like, dude, you guys just lost 4 Astras in Bachfin. Like, really? Like, you're shit talking when you're losing ships structures that can't be replaced. Like, nice.
Just do what Strybog did and blow him up yourself.
Oh, everyone did that.
Let's not talk. Let's not talk about those dark times. That was a different time and a different place.
It was a totally different world.
I mean, there were small structures, right? This, I mean, arguably doesn't really matter at this point.
Yeah, arguably at this point, yeah, it wouldn't matter. At this point, Frat or Horde would have taken them out. No offense to Strybog.
Timer Hell was hell on the Alliance. That's the truth.
Timer Hell was
Pretty
hell
sure
on
that-
all trigs. I was so happy when we burnt all that shit down. I was just like, fuck yes, I don't have to worry about timers.
No timers, no problems, right?
Mm-hmm. It was nice. It was also nice being like, well, the only thing that I have in my Kyber structure is a clean clone, so I don't really give a fuck if it dies. But whatever. All right.
Yep.
So I am a flop on kills since the last show. I'm going to probably have to start differentiating kills from Sabbat side stories where I'm basically sitting in open comms where people can hop in and chat with me while I'm doing something stupid. And
how about you instead of the kill of the week, maybe it's the gaming moment of the week.
I got some points, some ever marks.
No, I mean,
Dude,
really, I mean,
this past week literally was like the least I've played Eve in a while. Like, I normally at least am logging on and doing a bunch of stuff.
no. You're not getting it. Gaming moment, so it could be any game.
Yeah, no. I didn't even really have time to game this week. I didn't even play
I've been too busy
CK3.
getting I've been getting my friends addicted into World of Warcraft.
Oh god.
That's terrible.
Just don't ask me, Reece, because if you ask me to play World of Warcraft, you definitely will not get Plex if I get partner.
No, the funny thing is that one of my guys in Strivog, he named a character Fetterman, like the guy who was running politically, and it looks just like him. It's so hilarious. But you know, those little things give you a fun thrill.
Yeah.
But,
So
I don't know.
So side story.
I kill posses.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, I know. You were on Friday night killing posses.
Which is trash disposal.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
cleaning up space.
So
Which-
your D-scan doesn't look like AIDS.
Which looking at the Kybernauts comms when I hopped over, I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
No, we had Dora in there too.
I know.
We were having a good time.
I was like,
Dora's united for this.
I was like, this is weird. We've got a horde. We got a dude from Horde in here. We got Reese's in here. Like, what is going on?
Wait, did someone
Triangles
said dude
come
from Horde? Who's from Horde?
I'm not from Horde.
Dora.
No. Dora
No.
was.
Dora.
Well, Dora is.
Yeah.
But
Dora's
Triangle-
Dora's a dude that multi-boxes out in Pakvan.
Lots of Ishtars. like 16 accounts.
Yeah, I think it's something like that. But yeah, no, the pasta disposal is it is God's work cleaning out
How
Pachman from
many are
that
we
shit.
down to though? Because you've been burning them for a bit, and then I think we killed
Le-
15 the other night.
last time I heard counts, it's unfortunate that Gemina is like in the middle of a move. But the last time I did that there was a count, there was like I think it was like 7 systems have been fully cleared out of 27.
I mean, progress.
Yeah.
There's still a ton of it in Corey where we were at,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Give me
I
one
was
second
running
here.
out of. Yeah, I was running out of ammo. That's how much we were shooting pauses. Pauses take so much.
That's why you need the Oracle, man.
Yeah, well,
So
I decided to go around in a bomber.
so for this fun, I'm very excited. Gemina was a very very kind man, and we got our kind of Christmas package from him.
Oh, did you?
And so I got my tune for a coaster.
Those are nice coasters too.
The
Oh,
Dominic
that's nice.
as my other coaster.
Those are eco-friendly too.
Yeah. And then some of the guys have already put theirs up, but
Oh, that's amazing.
all our Kybernaut's bros in leadership, and then Triglavian collective of all the trig ships.
That's pretty cool stuff. I think that last one right there, they should list it up on Etsy and see if they can't get some sales on that, because it would be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, no, when I was like, ooh, package came in for me in my mailbox, and I saw Sabbat Saint, and I was like, oh, I know who this came from. And I was very excited with getting it. I was like a little kid in a candy store opening up the opening up the package because I knew what it might have been in it. So okay, that's my gaming moment of the week.
There you go.
Reece has been killing posses. Did you get any good kills?
Nah, I just got those passes. I did take 2 fights in my bombers, and it didn't end well.
Gabriell, you're
But,
always
taking fights.
yeah, taking fights is always good. Gabriell, I mean, I've taken some stupid fights. My last death, that is like the top thing on Z Killboard, was us taking a stupid fight against like 12 dudes. And it was just 3 of us in Hecates, so. Gabe, anything fun game wise besides, spooling up another tune to do FAC Warfare?
We had a fun fight the week in Kahar with the TFI and some Logi. It's a kind of a cool small fleet battle. I think it was some of Jazz's old guys revisiting Poshvin. Orphans got away and a Cinnaball and a Gnosis and a couple of small things. I fed up a new Tempest. I was testing it out. We just walked it to the gate with some Hyperions. And they took the fight like champs.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, there was some fun fights. This was maybe like a month ago that like I was happy that they took the fight, even though it was, doomed from the get-go, but they were just like, fuck it, we're going to take this fight and maybe get like one person killed. I love those fights in Pachman.
Sometimes you're the content, right? I had the same, like this, I saw a Horde try to gank a Cormorant, I think in Nani or something. I just filamented in a brand new, spanking new Proteus. I mean, it says it's like worth a bill, but it's not, it's more. I just figured, yeah, surely I can snipe this Retribution, test out this this brand new rail drone Proteus. Forgot half my drones, not fully fitted, wrong ammo loaded. Oh yeah, shit, I had the scram kite. Oh yeah, shit, I had the wrap. Oh, now it's dead. So,
I love my
it just
Retri.
happens.
I love that I can fly my Retri now without implants. Kuruma, last but not least, anything fun Eve-wise or gaming-wise that you've done this week? kills, fights.
I undocked my super.
You undocked your super, and how long was it out in space before you redocked your super?
About an hour.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
I thought it
see,
was like,
actually played this game.
I was about to be
You
like,
know, that's
undock,
the worst
redock.
part of having a super in a null block. They'd be like, "Why'd you undock your super? You got it killed. What's wrong with you? Why'd you
Just
get
don't
it
get
killed?
it killed.
Why'd you do something
Yeah.
done with it? We're not giving you any assistance to make a new one.
Yeah, you're making us look bad." It's like,
Yeah.
I mean,
come on.
it's pretty hard to keep it alive. It's pretty easy to keep it alive when all I got to do is push one button and the entirety of PanFam Super Capital Forces is there to back me up.
When everyone just shows up and is like, kills.
Well, please just come to Pakvan. Just step your toe in there. Go in a stealth bomber and kill some things. Have a good time.
Go into anything
Or
cloaky if you want
T3,
to stay alive.
T3C. That works.
Or the sneaky prospect that has, weapons on it. So miners don't expect death when you warp in with it, and then all of a sudden you're blowing up their ships.
I'll just try out stuff, right? Just fit out something cheap that you wanted to try out. Throw it in there
Mhm.
for a day and see what happens.
Yeah.
You learn a lot. It's a lot of fun.
And that's for anybody that listens to our show and that is not hanging out in Pakvan, please. Come around, get blown up, have a good time, blow up other people.
Yeah, and for the scariness of the people that live there, in my experience, they're only scary assholes when you're a salty boy. When you get
Yeah,
killed. If you're
when you're
nice,
salty, like that, your name gets spread around so fast throughout the
Like, get this
triangle.
guy.
Everyone's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like, oh, the salt from this dude is so great. Everyone fucking kill him. It spreads like wildfire throughout the Triglavian community. It is hilarious.
but if you're a good sport, then people won't be that scary. I mean, half the time you'll probably get invited to stuff.
Oh yeah, the amount of times like randos, get invited in to have fun is a lot higher than people think. Yeah, we're spooky, scary people, but like I think most of our aggression is typically, well, it's horde and frat and then outsiders. Like that's where most of our attention is directed at.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Yeah, I just like having fun.
As long as we're allowed to kill it.
Kylan said
And
it
if we
right.
can, and if we can, right? Can't always kill it.
Kylan put it right. If you die with honor in return, we want to be your friend.
Yeah, but that's how it tends to happen, right? You kill
Yeah.
someone, and then they go, oh, and they come back, and you're like, oh, you want to join us instead? Yeah, sure. And then they join for a roam. And sometimes they stick around, sometimes they don't.
Yeah. Hey, we got a huge mining fleet going on. Like, you want to join in? We've got Cloaky Overwatch. Hey, we're doing standings ticks. Do you want to join the fleet? You kind of need this kind of ship, or this kind of ship, and you'll be able to get standing ticks. Hey, we're gonna go roam around the triangle and have a fucking blast, like blowing shit up. We are the spooky, scary triangles, where sometimes I'm going around the triangle and I'm like, this system is empty of D-scan, and I'm like, and everyone is probably cloaked up. They're all doing the
No,
exact
that's
same thing as me.
I'll just dissuade you of that delusion. There's never an empty system.
No, that's what I mean.
There's
It
always
looks
scouts.
empty. It looks
Yeah.
empty, but everyone's just cloaked up. Because that's what I do. I mean, I've literally I've drifted, I've slow boated over to where like a salvager constantly warps to, and the second they warp in, it's like, okay, now you're dead.
It's kind of wormhole in that regard, right? Where people like to have like alts and dictators and shit on holes and just
Yeah.
cloaked up, just watching, right? It's kind of like a necessity of not having
Or
that local.
or the idiot that one of the idiots I killed. You could tell he was an intel channel character that was supposed to be cloaked up in a heron, and he wasn't cloaked up.
Mm.
And I found him and killed him, and I was like, "That's your fault, buddy." You
Wait, what do you mean I wasn't cloaked?
it was uncloaked.
Bigger groups all have them.
He probably clicked the wrong button and he uncloaked himself. All right. I guess one final thing. I mean, we've gone. This show's gone on for a while. We might top some of my longer shows just with this length. Any final comments of opinions on the new Uprising patch? Things that you really like out of it. Maybe one thing you really like out of it, or two things you really like out of it, and something that you're like, yeah, this is kind of lackluster. Gabe, do you want to go first?
No, I like it all. I don't think. Well, I mean, maybe some of the Nova UI stuff. I mean, I have one really big gripe with Nova AI at the moment. I already told Swift about it, but he hasn't responded. Hello, if you're listening, Swift, wake up. This local has that little capsulars in channel thingy, right? That little white little dude with the number behind it. Oh, Amar destroyed enemy forces. We did something. I don't know what. I don't know what we did, but we did something and it made a beep. Anyway, that you can see it on my screen. This little asshole over there. This little bar keeps disappearing and reappearing, and every time it does, I think someone left or entered local. It's giving me an aneurysm and it needs to change. Because I have 3 screens. And it's like I'm watching a ping pong match. It's really annoying.
I believe
Like
it.
real small change. I don't know if I can show it at the moment. I mean, it's different on this one. See, it has the fucking bar. I don't know.
Yeah, there's little squirrely shits that I don't.
Yeah, it's just a small little squirty thing.
Yeah, some of it pisses me
But
off.
it just like the entire row of names just boops one step up because that bar disappears, and it's like +1, no -1. Oh fuck, no, the thing moved again.
No, yeah, it just moved. Reece, in your free 7 days of playing.
I mean, it's a step in the right direction, which I have to give them props for. There's some stuff that probably needs to be worked on a performance point of view. I want to see more good things. I want to see them look at some other issues, possibly even reducing the amount of extra materials that go into some production. But we'll see what goes on.
I'll get you on that one. Karuma, anything you like, dislike of the new big old patch?
Morris's best dread.
For me, I'm with Reece that it's a step in the right direction. Seeing the player counts, yeah, I know a lot of it is probably the free 7 days of Omega time that people are taking really good advantage of. But I even without that, I think faction warfare changes and the way they did it, I think is going to change how many people are logging in. So I'm really happy about that. The negatives, the only thing it's, we've been griping on this for a while is that we have to wait for that individual pledging, which I understand why, because they have to code in like, hey, this person is actually your blue, even though they might, if you're Mimitar and they're a Mar, they're your enemy, but it'll still properly show them as blue. Like, they have to code it right, so it still shows them as blue, so you don't blue fuck yourself.
Oh my god, I've been promoted. I am now captain for faction warfare.
El Capitan.
For your effort in bringing God's worth to the heathens, you have been promoted to following rank, Templar Lieutenant.
You're not a captain yet.
Take that, heathens.
I do like that we did get a huge patch though. Between ships, I'm really happy with the addition. I could care less about the dreads, mainly because I'll probably never fly them. But the destroyers being added, the frigs being added, the changes to other Navy ships to make them relevant and not forgotten about, I think overall, the hack nerf, I think there's a lot of good that came out of this to kind of shake up the meta a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've watched some of the previous shows, and I mean, we've had conversations where we've not always been in line, but besides the fact that there's less and less players, I have liked pretty much everything the last
Yeah.
2 years since Portion was released. The low sec stuff I like, the bank stuff I like, these new emblems are cool, Forge World stuff's cool. I don't know. I just don't really see any reason to complain besides mind your gripes. It's clear that they're doing stuff. It's clear that they're trying stuff. It's new stuff. I mean, it might not be perfect, but
Yeah. No, I still have the gripes with Photon UI, but
I mean, work in progress, man.
yep, it is, in beta testing where they need as much as they can get. I probably won't try it out again for a little bit until maybe a couple weeks from now. I'll try
Around,
Photon UI again.
I think it's around play, man. Just pull the band-aid off. Just turn it on, never turn it off again. Because you'll just like the idiosyncrasy. Because it's not like we pretend that the previous version of the UI was like this fucking gift from God that was utterly perfect. It had
Oh, they all have problems.
idiosyncrasies and finicky stuff, right? You can, learn with the development of the new UI, right? And I'm not saying that because you should for any other reason than that it'll make getting used to it when it's actually where it's supposed to be that much less of a hassle, right? Because the increments are smaller,
Yep.
so it's less of a hassle to get used to.
Yep. No, I agree with you on that one. I just was getting fed up from. I probably should have just completely logged out and logged back in, but whatever. I'll give it. I still have hopes for it because I still liked a lot of stuff in it. I do think there was some. As if they fix some of the wasted space issues that I was having, I'll like it even more. But
Yeah. I mean that I have the scribes as well, but just
yeah,
tell them about it. So I hope they change it. Like the drone window is way too big.
yeah, some of the shit's just like so much wasted space. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Um, all right. I'm going to shout out to Reece is actually playing the game now.
Uh-huh.
Omega, 7-day Omega.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's actually playing Eve. He's not sitting and playing Star Wars Galaxies. Even though he might be sitting and playing Star Wars Galaxies right now.
No, not today.
If you quit after 7 days, I'm just gonna flex your account.
Huh.
He that's why
No
he really
balls.
is. He's really hoping I get that Eve partner so I can keep him playing the game.
Ooh,
Kuruma.
Xenosis?
Make sure you guys tune in. Warp Out Wednesdays. It's kind of a later evening show on Twitch. Most likely, mainly U.S. time zone will be able to watch it. It's a little too late for the EU bros, so watch his stream.
EU bros can catch the replays on YouTube.
Yep.
Just Kurama Wolf on YouTube.
Yep. And I have Sabbat side stories where I literally go off on random tangents of weird ideas I have that I think would be awesome for Eve, or my batshit crazy ideas from Eve. Started up. So I've kind of divided up some things, and if you listen to the podcasts, they will be kind of feathered in between episodes for Triglavian Times, depending on how often I do them. There might be occasional back-to-back Sabbat side stories episodes before a Triglavian Times episode, unless we start getting rolling good, which I have to sit down with Reece and Kylon for getting weekly shows going instead of kind of that every other week. I mean, we've been on a roll these past 3 weeks now, Reece.
Yeah.
Where it's been every Sunday, we've been tossing out a show. So we'll see. They might be feathered in. And yeah, so we will end here. I will raid us over just for funsies. I will send you guys to the AT tournament because that's where I was watching before.
It's actually it just ended.
Oh, so I won't raid over. Oh, let's see. I was watching that earlier. It was a lot of fun.
And if anybody wants to come PvP, we're like in the bleak lands, it's the same. Like if you don't want to go to Potion, we're all gonna be here. Just join the Mimitar guys and come shoot us.
And just come pew pew. Pew 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 pew.
Yep, yep.
You in the QQ.
Let's see if that's the case. Let's find someone that's got not too many people watching. Make them happy. Get them some viewers and maybe they have some good content going on and just haven't been discovered yet. But otherwise, till next time, guys. Triangles, keep murdering people from the outside. We love it. Fly dangerous,
Yep,
guys.
yep.